Hi guys, I don't know if you noticed, but we're in Palermo and we're pretty astonished by the way of driving. I mean, I'm so white, but it's okay. Okay, so let me explain. Day after Mondello, we went to Palermo. We drove till there after a quick breakfast with typical sweets. I will talk more about them later, but just see that it's typical to have ricotta cheese and everything is really sweet. That being said, we drove to Palermo and I don't want to say that we are the best, that here everyone respects the rules and everyone is perfect. No, absolutely not. But there were many things that didn't really go like we thought. For example, people don't stop at stops. Like you have to stop, you have to stop and check for people, like for other cars coming or just like, you know, this didn't really happen. Like, I mean, I believe they know what they're doing because nothing bad happened and we didn't even see any accident or whatever, but they just drive like they want. I mean, they're more relaxed. For example, here you can see that people didn't stop at the stop, as I said before. One stopped, the other didn't, the blue car in this case. Or here, like people were just like coming in the street even if they should wait because you are the one on the big road, yeah, so but or the fact that they didn't really park, but there were like cars after the parking line. I don't know how to say that. Like you're not supposed to do that. Of course that happens everywhere, but we saw that a lot and I don't know, it was just funny to see how everyone behaved in the streets. We can say that they drive in a more relaxed way, maybe.
No, questo ha messo la freccia a sinistra per girare a destra.
So the plan was to just park the car and then walk around. But also the parking was quite interesting. Here you go to the parking and there are like all the cars. You just go there, park that and go away.
Questo è parcheggio. E vabbè, poi ci penseranno loro magari. Va bene così.
There's a guy who parks the car. You have to say how much time you want to stay there, more or less. So he knows that maybe he can put your car at the bottom behind other cars and so on. I don't really know how he does that, but that worked pretty well. Amazed by that. Anyway, we then went to the city center.
Dove che siamo? Noi siamo qua.
This was one of the most important theater. Ora dobbiamo andare un po' sulla destra.
No, sulla sinistra.
Sì, hai ragione. I really like the streets there because they're really close and like connected somehow from one side to the other, either with strings or like with cables or even with walls, like tiny walls sometimes. That was pretty typical, I guess. And then of course souvenirs, there's a lot from The Godfather as you can see, or just normal stuff. This one here is called cornetto and it's supposed to bring good luck, but you have to give that to someone. You can't buy it for yourself. I mean, that's just a way of saying, of course you can buy that for yourself. I bought that for my mom because she told me she wanted that, but if you buy it yourself, it won't bring as much good luck as it will if someone buys that for you.
Ciao, posso pagarti questo qua?
This square is one of the most famous and it's called I Quattro Canti. In fact, as you can see, there are 4 statues. They all face the middle of the square. Then, of course, there are churches. People here are really religious. And I can say that although it was winter, so not the high season, there were a lot of things for tourists like bus or trains, like small trains, not really trains, but you see. Or like horses. Something that I found strange was not seeing lines, like the white line, you know, on streets, like where you know on which side to stay. Speaking again of way of driving and safety, blah blah blah, Like, can you go with a wheelchair on the street like that? I don't know. My mother, she wanted to go to the market called La Vucceria, or the area anyway, which is not known as being the safest place ever, okay? Let's put it that way.
Non vorrei venire indietro a dire avevo ragione.
No, è un bellissimo mercato, solo che bisogna... è una zona antica di Palermo.
Ma ogni città ha il suo... Bravo.
Grazie. He, like everyone that we encounter, warned us to be careful on this market because, like, keep your belongings, pay attention to them. And we're like, yeah, it's okay. I don't think it will. No, I'm kidding. We'll see. Except for that not being super clean or not the fanciest place or not even quiet. Anyway, I wouldn't say that's really a bad area. I mean, you can find that area in any city, right? So just be a bit more careful, maybe don't go there at night, I don't know, but it wasn't that bad. We're gonna eat something typical because my mom used to live here. She's not from here though, but she used to live here, so she's super excited and she started talking like them already. And with them, I mean like Sicilian dialect, which I hate. I hate every dialect anyway, but this one in particular, I'm sorry to be such a person, but that's it, like it's not Italian, I don't like it. But anyway, it's kind of fun if it's just for 2 days. So my mom remembered about this place where she used to go, which is pretty famous apparently, and we asked for directions. By the way, everyone was really nice.
Panelle, queste cose qua?
Ah, il vaxidaro!
Il vaxidaro.
Franco il vaxidaro!
Ok,
È appena girato questa palestra e compra.
ok, grazie.
Grazie.
And now, the moment everyone was waiting for. Let's talk about food. So this is the place, and you can get either takeout, so like street food, or stay inside. The difference is like 50 cents, but it's not really expensive. As you can see, here you have all the prices with the things that they offer. Let me say this before we start. Everything is fried. Anyway, what is typical from here are the arancine or arancini. It depends on which side of Sicily you are, and you can call them arancine or arancini. Personally, I call them arancini here, even in Turin, but it depends on like the place in Sicily. It's still the same thing. So it's rice inside, fried outside. Usually it's with ragu or sometimes with mozzarella and prosciutto, so ham and cheese, but there are many flavors, like for example this shop that we found.
Gamberette e pistacchio, salmone.
Pesce spada.
Melanzane.
4 formaggi con mozzarella
E quella carne.
Ah, ma va.
Vediamo se quella tonda alla carne.
Queste cosa hanno dentro?
Patate.
E queste i ceci.
Ceci.
Panelle are made of beans, and they also put that inside the sandwich, so it's like a panini, pane e panelle. So let me say this, I'm not a fan, as you may have noticed, I'm not a fan of fried food. Like, I don't like it, it's too greasy, and I know that it's not good for my body, so I don't really want to eat that. But anyway, I was there, so I tried to eat typical food, as you should do everywhere where you go. Sì, vabbè, ma riga, no, io non posso mangiare una roba così. No, vabbè. The typical thing that everyone would tell you, mangia, like just eat. I did that, I tried, at least. But seriously, look at this. Look, this is all oil. It's too much. People, please wake up. Try this food, but then eat a salad or something, vegetables. I'll stop being annoying and let you eat what you want. Here is another typical thing, which is pane con la meusa. Milza is the Italian word. Meusa is what they say there, and the meaning is spleen. It's not that bad. My mom loves it. My brother hates that. È un po' forte il gusto.
Mangia.
Anyway, it's a lot of people's favorite one. Wow, a lot of people there waiting now. I noticed that here eating is like around after 1, almost 1:32 while we eat before, so it's quite good because we always find it. Another thing typical from Sicily, talking about sweet stuff, is il cannolo siciliano, made with ricotta cheese. Another typical one is la cassata, which is still with ricotta cheese and then sugar, and then also a bit of pistachio, which is another typical flavor from Sicily. As you can see, there are many biscuits and so on. As a matter of fact, it's not just me saying this, everything is really sweet. There is a lot of sugar. And you can find those things everywhere. Pastry shop, bar, cafe, but even like bread shops or everywhere. Like we just found that everywhere. You can't stop eating that. It's everywhere and it's like, yeah, okay, I'll just eat these or that and that. Yeah, I got 1 kilo there. Anyway, so let's leave food aside for a while and go for a walk. Here in this painting, there are Falcone and Borsellino, which are two famous men that were killed by mafia. Next to the seaside, there are many gardens, which by the way were free. And these are the gardens of Villa Giulia. And that's what we did in Palermo. There was more eating after that, to be honest, but anyway. And then after that we went to see some other sightseeing spots a bit outside Palermo, and I will show you that next time. Thanks for watching!